Where'd you guys move from, by the way? Like around here or another state?
No, 5 miles down the
Oh,
road.
cool.
Blue Bell Country Club.
Okay, I know exactly what that is.
But my wife always wanted a pool and a backyard.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know what? We moved to Blue Bell Country Club. Those homes are on top of each other.
Right.
But our kids were little. It was perfect. But as they got older, we kind of wanted to have a little more space.
Okay.
We weren't planning to build a new home, but we couldn't find something we liked, and then we just took the plunge here.
So this was like totally custom what you did here.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a dream home.
Yeah.
You guys like it? You guys happy?
Yeah.
You guys are
I
psyched.
mean, it's in disarray right now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's all boxes
Yeah.
and stuff. But when you come back in a couple weeks
Yeah.
to film that, you can do the inside. Well, you're just a pool photographer.
Here's what I am. I'm an independent filmmaker, actually, and what I do is, when I'm not making films, as an independent filmmaker, I do like corporate videos, that earn a living. So for these guys, Blue Haven Pool is the biggest pool builders, or the #1 ranked. I'm not sure which, or maybe both. Point is, they hired me to do like a profile of them. So I'm taking like some of their best pools, and what was funny was I was scheduled to do that one, and no one told me about this one. I didn't know about it. I just bumped into you, and since they're not filmmakers, they don't know that this process is as powerful as anything. Like showing a hole in the ground become this, that's what sells, in my opinion, people.
Yeah,
so they didn't really understand that. And so I was like, I met the owner, he was really cool, and they're like, great. And so now this is, to me, of all that they've sent me to, this is what's interesting, because it's a transformation.
Right.
Pool's a pool, showing how they created something out of what was just a hole in the ground is cool. So that's why I love it, and you such a beautiful house. Like it's just a perfect example of what they do.
Well, let me just say this to you: Blue Haven, I give them their credit. They did the pool, they did the waterfall, they did the hot tub. They didn't do the pool deck.
Do they usually do that, or do they always farm that out to someone else?
No. I think they try to do it, but my program through the builder was they use different people for different things.
Sure.
So they use Blue Haven for the pool and this other company for the hardscape landscape.
Okay.
So I was with that program, which was fine to me.
Yeah, I think that is. I think they told me that. I mean, I know they work with certain landscapers. I don't know. I met one of their landscapers. I don't know if he did this. Antonucci?
They work with, he owns that Sal's Landscape.
Okay.
And I went through Turning Leaf to the builder's guy. That next door neighbor guy, the guy that wouldn't let you see his pool, he went with Sal.
Yeah. And is he, I mean, you probably met. Has he been nice to you?
Him.
Why won't he? I was going to drop off my movie and just didn't know, because I mean, I don't know if there's bad blood between Blue Haven and them, or what the deal is. I don't know either. But
I don't know who's got bad blood between who, but
yeah, exactly, with the politics. I know you've been like, I mean, you've been ridiculously nice, and I really appreciate that so much.
Well, because if I was in your position, I'm just treating you the way I would want you to treat me.
And honestly, though, that is, as easy as that for you, you must know by your age, that's a rare quality. Not many people are like that.
Right.
I mean, I try to be that way too, but you're more friendly than normal people.
Yeah, well, okay.
I hope that served you well in life, because, it's a nice thing.
I try.
Good. Well, you got this, and you have a beautiful family, so you're doing okay.
We're doing okay. Thank you. Except, I assume you're a New England Patriots fan.
You know what's funny? Believe it or not, it's crazy. I'm an Eagles fan. My uncle was general manager of the Eagles. My dad owned the New England Patriots for about 5 years.
Your dad did?
Yeah. It's actually, I just finished writing the book. His name's Francis W. Murray. He owned them with Victor Kiam during that era. And I literally just got done writing. Hi, how are you? My name is T. Patrick Murray. I'm a filmmaker, and I'm just making a film about your pool for Blue Haven, the builder. Sorry, I want to thank you for, I met your husband Ken randomly.
This is Trish.
Trish, nice to meet you.
I know we're very friendly, and we're like, come on in and do your thing.
He was awesome. I mean, I got here last week when there was nothing but dirt, and I said, I'll come back in a week. And I didn't even know if there would be water.
Can you believe what this did
It's
in a
amazing.
Week?
It's
it could
truly.
be on HGTV,
Well,
like a week transformation.
To be honest, so you guys know, I'll give you guys all the raw footage and the edited, so you for fun just have this for yourselves. But it's really, it's high def. It really looks good. Like, I'm going to get my big camera out in a second, because every camera's different, but like, you'll really like it.
Jim Murray.
My uncle's Jim Murray, who founded Ronald McDonald House and all that. You know him? Have you bumped into him?
Well, I don't know him personally, but
what do you do? I mean,
I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
But I grew up in Philadelphia.
Okay, so you just heard of him, yeah. Leonard Toes, the whole thing.
Brought in Dick Vermeil.
Yeah.
He's
my Uncle Jim.
That's so funny.
And he's the greatest guy. I mean, he's one of those truly rare souls. He's an incredible speaker, heart of gold, and my dad's like an entrepreneur. And my uncle is an entrepreneur, but a spiritual entrepreneur, or my dad's just been a businessman. And they both came from nothing. I mean, we're talking Brooklyn Street in West Philly. my grandfather was head janitor at Penn, which allowed my dad to go to Wharton because he was a janitor. His own dad was a janitor. So in other words, and my dad bought the Patriots, you know, while we were in foreclosure. Like we had no money. I mean, literally. So that's why it's interesting.
Wait a minute, how did he buy the Patriots?
Because he ended up, it's funny, I should give you, as a lawyer and someone who obviously understands business, I should give you the manuscript. It's called How to Buy an NFL Team for Zero Money Down.
Oh my God.
How Francis W. Murray bought the New England Patriots with less money in the bank than you. And that's the subtitle. It's a tongue-in-cheek, obviously. But the truth is, we didn't have any money. We were in foreclosure. I remember hiding from the sheriffs when I was little. And my dad was able to take the asset and leverage it through a very complicated thing. At the end of the day, the Sullivans who created the Patriots, they lost all their money on the Michael Jackson tour. Okay, they screwed up. They really lost everything. So they were about to literally lose the team or move it. So my dad came in, got a bank to lend them like $20 million just for the option to buy the team at 66. He ends up working that deal, and then he's like, all right, I'm exercising my option. I'm buying the team. Well, he got, you know, they were evaluated at $100 million at that point, and they wouldn't sell. My dad had to go to federal court for 3 years. We went to Donald Trump for a partner. I met Trump, met Carl Icahn, all the biggest players. Paul Fireman. Finally, Cayenne was the partner.
Yeah.
Owned them for 5 years. My dad went up to St. Louis with Walter Payton and built the stadium for the Rams, trying to get the expansion team. They didn't get that, but then the LA Rams moved there. And then my dad ended up getting, pardon my French, royally screwed by Paul Tagliabue and ended up roughed up. Paul Tagliabue, you know, he got lied to, and my dad's problem was he was trusting of them, and Cayenne defaulted to my dad because when my dad went to St. Louis, my dad had a put option to cash out to go to St. Louis. He could have foreclosed on Cayenne and taken the Patriots to St. Louis, leaving with all New England without a team, #1 market. So it was this huge